Welcome to Life of Lady Di. Subscribe, like, and share. And don't forget to turn on that notification for more wonderful, encouraging content. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today we will be making guinea fowl, yellow rice, and string green beans. All right, so I want to show you guys the basic seasonings I want you to go get. You can get these at Great Value is a Walmart brand, but you can find all these seasonings at your local store. Okay, very basic seasonings. You always have your chicken bouillon, you have your saison, you have your all kinds of seasonings here. And then what I want to show you is these Cheddar Bay biscuit mix, the Red Lobster. If you've never used this to like bread any of your fried foods, like your fried chicken or anything like that, go ahead and use it. Don't forget your black peppercorn, your adobo, your minced onion, garlic powder, parsley flakes, chopped garlic, minced garlic. So we're going to get our rice going. Okay, so in this pot, I added my saison complete. I added parsley, I added chopped garlic, oil, water. And in my greens, I've done basically the exact same thing, but in this one I added some butter. Okay, and so we're going to get those cooking first. You're going to season to your liking. And the great thing is these seasonings, they don't give a taste that's overpowering at all whatsoever. So whatever you're cooking, you're always going to be able to really taste the flavor of that food. And that's why I want you guys to go and get that. So just mixing up the green beans really well to make sure all of that chopped garlic, the dried minced onions, the garlic powder, the saison complete, all of that is mixed in really good. Okay, and then always cover it. So you're going to cook it for as long as you like. My children like it a little bit softer, so I'm going to cook it a little bit longer. Now that the water is boiling, you're going to add your rice. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know how to prepare your rice, and this is how I measure. I measure until I see the rice reach the top. That's how I know I have just enough rice for the amount of water that I have. So growing up Haitian Cuban, we don't measure it with cups. We literally pour it straight in the middle until it makes that little mound, and then that's it. We know it's great. Make sure you always taste your broth that you're cooking your rice in, because if that has no flavor, then guess what? Your rice will not have flavor. So we're going to let that start to come to a boil on medium high. Now we're going to have our guinea fowl. It's been pre-seasoned and marinating overnight. And so to any kind of like gamey meat, I always add some type of alcohol in addition to my seasoning. So in this particular one, we added some rum, and then my kids wanted something a little spicy, so I added just a little sriracha, but not much. And so I'm just mixing that up really well. All the seasonings that were in the beginning of the video are the seasonings that I use to season this guinea fowl. Okay, so that's getting ready to go. As you can see, the rice, the liquid in the rice is reducing. Mix that well. Make sure that you always scrape the bottom. And if you notice that the water is evaporating a little too fast for your liking, because you're just not used to it, that is okay. Just go ahead and turn the heat down. Now for me, the green beans would be perfect for me, but my kids like it softer, so I'm going to let it cook for a couple more minutes. This rice is almost ready to get covered, just mixing it up. And basically what you want is for the liquid in the rice to reduce to about this much, what you see here. Now you're going to cover it, turning it all the way down on low, and don't uncover it for another 15 minutes. So I'm adding my guinea fowl to this Red Lobster biscuit mix, and that's what I'm going to use to bread my guinea fowl. And so I have my cast iron pan heating. I have peanut oil. You can use your oil of choice, an oil that can go up to high temperatures. And after I've shaken all of the extra flour off of the guinea fowl, I'm going to put it in my hot, very hot pan. Now we want this is going to cook very fast. Okay, so make sure you don't burn it and you don't overcook it. So we're going to cook them until they're golden brown, or as brown as you like it. So as you can see here, it is frying, it is doing its thing. It's looking great. I start them on the belly side down, the breast side down first, because it's the thickest part. So that's where I usually start cooking frying my meat, and I'm just going to flip them all over now on their backs. As you can see how nice and brown that is. If you've never had guinea fowl, it is super delicious. These mini little birds, they're great. You can also, if you've never made like pigeon, you can make your pigeon this way as well. Okay, some people call it pheasant. It's the same thing. I'm going to fry it and let it cook. Once I feel that it is ready to go, I will be flipping the other ones. I'm just checking to see how these are looking, making a little space so I can turn and move the other guinea fowl over. Alright, that is ready to be flipped. Look how beautiful that is. If you have a deep fryer, that's even better, but I didn't want to use that much oil, so I'm not using a deep fryer today. So you're going to continue to fry your guinea fowl or your chicken wings or whichever meat you choose until they're nice and golden brown. So I just wanted to show you, it's such an easy, all you do is literally just put it in a little Ziploc bag, Cheddar Bay biscuit mix, and they usually go on sale, so why not? Checking our green beans, they're looking perfect, exactly the way my twins love them, nice and tender and super soft. Like I said, I love to have a little bite to my green beans, but this is how the twins love it, and you know, as a mother, they get what they want. So that's good to go. Gonna go back and check on our guinea fowl. The thing is, when you're cooking, especially when you're cooking multiple dishes, you have to multitask. If you're not comfortable with multitasking, that is okay too. You know, do it the way that makes you feel best. I will always tell you, leave your frying for last because you really want everything to be nice, hot, and crispy. Whereas like your rice and your veggies, you can cook that ahead of time and then it could just stay on the warmer until you're done frying all of your meat. So you want to continue to fry all of your guinea fowl until they're nice and golden brown. And the thing is, because they're so small, they really don't take that long to cook at all whatsoever. Feel free to skip ahead in the video past the frying portion. So let me know in the comments, have you ever had guinea fowl? Or have you ever had pigeon or pheasant? Pheasant is the same thing as pigeon, by the way. Let me know if you've ever had these kind of birds. They're very delicious. You want to make sure you have a cooling rack set to the side like this one where you can put your fried meats on. If you don't have a cooling rack or a wired rack like this, you can always put it on some paper towel. You just don't want it to sit in the oil that's coming off of the meat because then it's not going to be crispy anymore. It's going to get mushy and soggy. And what was the point of frying it if we're going to end up with mushy, soggy batter on our meat, right? So make sure you put it on a cooling rack such as this one. And like I said, to remove that gamey taste, always use some type of alcohol. Vodka, tequila, gin, rum, whatever. It's just one of the tricks that my parents taught me. Anytime you're cooking any kind of gamey meat, let's say goat or lamb, venison, guinea fowl, those kind of meats, you always want to add, not only after you're cleaning it, but when you're marinating it, you want to add alcohol to that. And that really helps with the flavor of your meat. So we're just going to continue to fry up the rest of our guinea fowl. So I'm going to leave you to enjoy this ASMR of frying some meat. Enjoy until I get back to being done. All right, we are officially done frying all of our guinea fowl, and now we are going to plate our dinner for tonight. Remember, we made some delicious yellow seasoned rice. We also made green beans, and let's go ahead and plate our delicious food because we worked really hard, so why not plate our food and taste it? This rice is so tender, so fluffy. Again, you follow me, you will learn how to make rice so easily. It will not be difficult for you. You're gonna be like, that's all I had to do this whole time when it came to rice? Yes, that is it. Now, I know in so many other cultures, they make their rice different. In our culture, this is how we make our rice. The foundation is always the same. Water, some kind of seasoning, oil, and that's it. I mean, of course, you're gonna need a lid. And then you add your rice and your different ingredients. Now, I've noticed in other cultures where they will have like a big pot of water, add their rice and boil their rice and never cover it. But they're boiling it and then they strain the rice. And I remember seeing that for the first time and I was like, that's odd. That's like making it like pasta. But hey, every culture is different, But this is how we make our rice, and I find that this is so much easier. And then I also find that some other cultures, they use rice cookers. There is nothing wrong with using rice cookers, okay? But I am a purist, I would say, when it comes to cooking rice. We do it the traditional way over here. I tried cooking rice in a rice cooker, but I only used that when I was in college, in my college dorm, a little rice cooker. And I literally would put all of the same ingredients together, and it actually turned out just fine. But there's something about cooking the rice in the manner that we cook it. It just gives it a different texture, flavor, But again, this is how we make our rice. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Now let's appreciate all of our hard work. Look at that. Absolutely delicious, flavorful, colorful food. Go off in the comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've ever had any type of guinea fowl and what you think about this recipe. If you have any questions or anything you would like me to try out for you. Until next time, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you again soon.